I'm Michelle Shuttleworth Towler, and this video is going to show you some of my favorite range extenders. And we want to work on our upper register, specifically when we are working in a legit style. So not necessarily classical, but certainly within the musical theater world, legit. So again, as in all of my videos, we're not going to hit every single one, but we'll go through some of my favorites. So, of course, as with every warm-up, we want to make sure that you do adequate physical stretching. Go through your yawns. Out through your front teeth, make sure they don't get swallowed to the back. You can go through your sirens. All of your lip trills. Go through all of those, so on and so on. I always like to start with a nice front vowel warm-up like a Bee Bee. Bee 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 Bee. Bee 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 Bee. Of course, as you get higher, you want to make sure that you round the ceiling of those E's. Beady 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 bee. Beady 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 bee. And so on, all the way up as far as you're comfortable with. As you are working on extending your upper range, make sure that you don't forget about your lower range. If we only work on your upper range, your range tends to go like this instead of like this. So make sure we're stretching both ends. I really like a nice open yawn, ma type exercise coming down. Ma, ma, all the way down as far as you like. Now getting into some of the nitty-gritty, I'd like to start off with some of these nasal exercises that I mentioned in the full sampler tutorial warm-up that really help you to anchor your placement. Especially for tougher vowels like ahs, oohs, ohs, back vowels that tend to get stuck in the back. We really want to feel where they should be so they're not lost. I like to begin with a new. So by creating an N buzz, we want to take the tip of our tongue, touch it to your hard palate. We want to feel that buzz between your hard palate and the bridge of your nose. Really anchor it in. Feel it up here. And then sort of swan dive from that place into a nice round, open, circular ooh with a lot of O in the back of your throat. Make sure it's not squishing or getting lateralized into like an EW ooh. Ooh. And we'll take that all the way up. Instead of the temptation to sort of start it back here where that ooh back vowel wants to begin. Moving on. To get to the very, very upper parts of your range and to really start stretching to the top of your limits, we just want to hit things very lightly, like tapping a little bell. I like to start with Meeeeee-haaaah, Meeeeee-haaaah. And as you do it, you really want to put all of your focus on your engine down here. Make sure we have like little pulses in your abdominal muscles down here. We really want to get things going like little internal Heimlichs, so we're not pushing from our throat. Make it a little higher. Meeeeee-haaaah, Meeeeee-haaaah. It'll sound a little goosey at the top if it starts to feel like you're really pushing. Sometimes put two fingers right here. Or get rid of the E's. As you get really, really high, you might want to switch to just all ahs so you don't have to shift from vowel to vowel. Don't feel like you need to overdo it. You just want the action to be down here. It doesn't have to be as much force as you can possibly give it. You just want to make sure that you have tension that is good down here as opposed to tension up here. This should be nice and open and relaxed. Moving on from there, once I go to the very top of my range there, I like to have a little cool down on an ooey. Over here. And I want you to really focus on going from pure vowel to pure vowel, rather than chewing that invisible W that's in between the vowels. Ooey, ooey, ooey. It's going to put it into a weird place or pull it into the back of your mouth. Ooey, 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 ooey. Ooey, 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 ooey. Really focus on the internal mechanics that you're using to go from vowel to vowel, and do as little as possible. You want to do the least amount of chewing that you need to. You don't have to do any chewing. Ooey, 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 ooey. Again, all the way down. The next one is another nasal exercise that's going to help you feel exactly where you should be placing these sounds before you open up to a big back vowel. So we're going to get to scary territory right now. We're going to be singing on an NG, like ring or sing. And then you're going to release on a hard G by pressing your tongue off your soft palate to a big open ah. And the idea is, once you have it placed and you just release it, you want that sound to just fall out of you. You want it to sort of hang glide off the cliff. We don't want to have that sensation of like muscular hold, of controlling that note. The control is in the prep. The control is in what you have done to get that sound ready and to place it just so that big open back vowel can happen. So once it's out of your face, don't try to hold on to it again. Let it fly. The back of your throat being open. Once you press the back of your tongue down off your hard palate, it should be like a trap door. Everything's nice and round and open like a yawn. Right. It's going to sound a little funny once you get up there. That placement is up towards the bridge of your nose, not going back towards your soft palate. The other thing I want you to think as you lean into that NG is that you want to hang it from the top rather than rubbing it up from underneath. So we don't want that. You want to take a nice breath in and place it down. Instead of moving on, I like a good old traditional meeeeee on a triad. Meeeeee, meeeeee. As we get to the top of your range, and you're feeling like a little bit more like you need to hold on to it, I'd like to add some sort of movement. In my tutorial video, I think I did a nice little lunge. Meeeeee. To get the movement in your lower body. You can do that. You can also toss something. I'm sure we have something around here. Yeah, we'll toss this element. So yeah, part of the trouble with getting to the top of your range is that it's a scary thing. We hold back, we have fears, our brain stops us from just opening up. So you want to give yourself something just hard enough to do that it's a distraction. Meeeeee. It's something to throw into the mix to try out to see how you like it. The last of my favorite range extender exercises certainly span the most amount of space. It goes up an entire octave plus one, a ninth. It helps with your flexibility. Meeeeee. The key to this is to have a lot of momentum, a lot of breath, and a lot of relaxation all down here. We don't want to feel like we are manipulating pitch to pitch as we're moving through those scales. If we start doing that, we're going to get really chuggy. We don't have the fluidity that we need to open up at the top. The other thing is to open that vowel at the top. You really want to feel like we're expanding all the way through, get up and over that roller coaster hill, to have sort of that feeling of that weightless feeling that we have at the top of the roller coaster. You kind of want to reproduce that in your sound, in your own voice, in your own instrument. And let's take it up a little bit. Meeeeee, feel like that aah is relaxing and opening up so that all of this down here can give it the support that it needs, do its job, and then come back down. We'll do one more. Meeeeee, again, you can take it all the way up to the top of your range. So, hope that has helped you as you're looking for exercises to get your range up to the fullest potential that you can possibly take it. Of course, if you're in New York City and you'd like to come see me, please contact me via the website or send me an email. I'd love to have you in for a consultation and work with you on your vocal goals. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.